Hey guys, Elite Legionarii. I'm bringing you another 1v1 for Medieval 2 Total War. This time I'm in command of Spain, and my opponent again is Cheval SS101, who is in command of England, which I think he commanded last time, so I think he likes England, which I do as well. So anyway, my army consists of about 4 dismounted conquistadors, 4 chivalric knights, and 3 musketeers, I think. I am at a considerable disadvantage, but I want to intercept this cavalry charge of his. Smart move his to get his cav in fast and try and cause as much destruction to me before I'm ready, but he makes the mistake of committing a lot to one charge, which means I can go around him and intercept his other ones. So his Templars are going to get caught. I'm getting shot up by the rest of his army, which consists of more Templars coming around the side here, which is a clever move, but I do see it coming, so I will intercept. He also has a lot of these retinue longbowmen, very, very good longbowmen, the best longbowman in the game probably. He's got some dismounted English knights, heavy billmen, bill militia, feudal knights, and other English knights. Just a big variety of infantry, but probably not much upgrades. So as you can see, my chivalric knights are doing a really good job on these Templars, even though they were out of position. And I started over here because I saw that at least it gave me a bit of a height edge and I could quickly rush around here. It's cost me a few casualties inevitably, but I think ultimately it saved me more than cost me. You're probably going to see, in my opinion, why I don't use musketeers much, because I don't think they do nearly as well as guns. Not guns, I mean arrows. They're great for knocking down morale, but yeah, they just don't do enough in my opinion. As you can see, I've just beaten all his cav units with my chivalric knights and come out pretty good, considering that they got a full downhill charge and everything. So I had more upgrades too, so that might have helped. Would have helped rather. I actually got 5 units of dismounted conquistadors, which I thought I only had 4 because I couldn't tell in all that jumble before. But anyway, he's shooting me, and he's using fire arrows because it's at night and it automatically sets into fire arrows. Fire arrows are probably not worth it, although as you can see they did quite a lot of damage to my knights just then as I tried getting across there. But you're better to just go with regular arrows in my opinion, unless you're wanting to weaken the morale of the enemy, in which case fire arrows are a good choice. These retinue longbowmen are so good though that even with fire arrows on, they're doing a hell of a lot of damage to my chivalric knights. But yeah, his army consists of a lot of these these English knights. Oh, sorry, I was going the wrong way there. These English knights who are armed with like a polearm type weapon, pole axes and polearm type weapons, and these bill militia and all that. And on the standard medieval, which is this one is, they're not as good. They seem to be a bit beefed up in the Kingdom's expansion, which I thought was good because they just against these dismounted conquistadors, they're going to get smoked, and they will, and they do rather. So here I'm getting a few volleys off, but as you can see, it's doing very little damage, but it does do a lot of damage to morale. But look at that 3 units killed like 2 units of the 2 men rather. And I get these infantry just separated from cavalry, in support against my cavs, and his cavs already been destroyed by mine. So I'm going to do a full charge with my knights, and as you can see, it's devastated his infantry, but I'm going to withdraw now because I see other units coming in to support, and I don't want to get too bogged down. But he lost a lot of men there, even though it looks like I lost more. He lost a lot more than I did. I lost like about 15 men, he lost like 40 or 50. I'm shooting away here as well, but I mean, as you can see, they're doing very little damage. All the damage and the worthwhileness of musketeers on a flat map like grassy flatlands or massive height advantage, and the ability to go at really long range and to do lots of damage to the enemy's morale. If they get a few volleys from muskets into them, they can go right down to shaken by the time they reach your infantry, and then your infantry counter-charge and you can get a mass rout. That's the goodness of muskets and gun units. But I think archers are overall more versatile. They take so long to load and fire these muskets, and for the amount of damage that they do, it's just too minuscule in my opinion. I don't have enough to be doing a very good job of getting the morale down. So all in all, I think archers are considerably superior in my opinion in this game. I'm going to charge now and catch his English knights. He seems to be intent on going after my musketeers, but that's fine. I'll let them actually get hit here, because now I've got my knights that can do some damage. He's in loose formation, so he wanted to avoid my muskets, but he needs to get them back into tight formation if they're going to fight my infantry. But as you can see, my dismounted conquistadors will just smoke these feudal knights and dismounted English knights. Feudal knights are actually very, very good, very cheap, and everyone's got pretty much all Western factions have access to them, so really good. So here I see his archers are open, so I'm going to charge, dealing a bit of damage here and there with them. I had to move quickly in this battle because of course he had a considerable height advantage. I don't think he capitalised on it, to be honest. He allowed me to get in, which is going to cost him. Spanish conquistadors are the best heavy infantry in the game. They will make very short work of just about any other infantry in the game. Here my knights start to get bogged down, so therefore they lose, but he's lost a considerable number of men. And this guy's going to get burnt alive. So here I pull back out and get to going for another charge on these Bill militia, which I see here. It didn't appear to do a lot of damage, which is surprising, but probably because there's such
we have lost half of our men.
Which is probably because I'm so reduced in number. He had a lot more men than me, but I always usually go with quality armies over quantity ones, because I think that's better. So I'm doing whatever damage I can with my muskets, but they're really just not as good as you think. I don't think they are anyway. So I might be using them wrong. I mean, on this map they're just not proven that good. I lost a few of them over here in this battle when they got caught by his cav. Not much I could do about that because I had to rush. But I mean, these retinue longbowmen are such good missile units. They are incredibly good, and they're not bad on the melee too at times. So these dismounted English knights come in here, try and knock off a few of my musketeers. They've got some one cav man there who just died. But as you can see, I've beaten down his infantry with my conquistadors and come out relatively unscathed with most of them because they're so good. Here, some more of his men come back, so I'm going to intercept, and I'll quickly cut down as well. They're really good on these two-handed units can really devastate on the charge, but once they get bogged down in the battle against sword and shield men, they're going to lose every time. From my experience, I've almost never seen them win, unless they've got like a support from other sword and shield units and stuff. They just never seem to win.
Our foolish general has thrown his life away, and perhaps our chances of victory with it.
So there goes my general. And I'm just shooting, he's shooting at me rather, and at this point it's just become one of those battles where the only thing left are his archers and I've only got infantry to go after them, so it would just go on and on and on and on and on, because I can't catch him but he can't kill me, so by this point it's pretty much just going to be a chasing around game. We're getting close to the end of it. There's a few these dismounted English knights here and I'm going to deal with them and catch them with their back
enemy
turn.
are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
So as you can see, it's pretty much perfectly even between us. But then again, his army was quite a bit bigger than mine. And he had a lot better positioning than I did. I think he was fairly new to the whole medieval scene, but then again, so am I. I mean, I've had medieval for a few years and played an on-and-off game, but never online because it was so laggy on my old computer. I didn't even bother with it, so I'm still like, when I play this game, I'm a bit in the mind frame of Rome Total War, and it does cost me a few times because it's very different. But as you can see, it's just chasing these retinue longbowmen around. So I just ask him soon to just admit defeat, because I say to him, I've got all the infantry and you've got the archers, but if you get in battle with me, you'll lose, because your archers, can't win a melee battle, but I can't catch you. But if I get in, by the time I run up to you, you're going to start running again. So I said, you've got no chance. And I mean, he was gracious enough to do that. Some people just carry it on, and it's annoying, even though I've definitely got the stronger position, I think, because he can't actually challenge me anymore. So if you see what I mean, it's just going to be me chasing him around all day. But this time he decides to catch a few, I think. And intriguingly enough, his general, you can see him there, just be my mouses, is in an archer unit, which is an interesting choice. But as you can see, it's just chasing around. He can't stop to shoot his arrows, and it's unlikely I'll catch him. But which kind of makes it a bit of a stalemate. But I think overall I outperformed him in this game, and he admitted that. So I was, pleased by it. I've been shooting away at these peasants with my muskets for like 10 minutes, and look at them. They've only taken about half of them. Well, not 10 minutes, but like quite a while. Which is why I don't think they're as good as archers. At least it's the inflicting damage type thing. But as you can see, it's pretty much my victories. I've still got most of my units. Well, a considerable number of my infantry units anyway. And as you can see, his archers that have got fought are actually getting beaten down pretty bad. But as you can see, I'm just chasing. I'll just speed up it, just chasing him around for a while, and it's...
Our army is tiring.
But I'm hoping I might get him caught in the corner here, which is what I was hoping for. But it's just not going to happen. But he's never going to get a chance to shoot me. And my men probably could catch him eventually.
Thank God in heaven, we are victorious. Our soldiers have fought and died well today.
So it's only an average victory, but as you can see, he nearly had twice as many men as me, so I consider it quite a good victory, and considering I was going uphill, it's another good victory. So I had 641 men, I lost 376, I had 265 remaining, and I got 692 kills and 131 captured, so that's over just a wee bit over 800 altogether. Chevelle had 1,131 men, so very nearly twice as many men as me. 826 men were killed, he lost rather, and he has 305 left, and he killed 433 of my men and captured 8, so just over 340. So as you can see, my chivalric knights did really good job. They caught quite a lot on top of the additional what they killed, so most of them sort of got around 100ish or 95ish, and all in all my conquistadors were still pretty much full, and they did a lot of damage, particularly this one got 136 casualties. Inflicted 136 casualties and caught 25. My musketeers, as you can see, they didn't do very well. I will admit I'm not the best probably using them. This unit did pretty good though, but these other two didn't. I think they're better on the flat maps, like I said, with using them to damage morale and then retreating them and then put them on the flanks or something might be a good idea. So all in all, it's a good battle to Chevelle, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll probably bring you another med too after this, so I'll see you next time.